back to Doki Literature Club last guy when he was in Madoka. Sorry, I meant to read that. I've got a lot more stuff on here over the past couple days. Entering the club room, the usual scene greets me. Hi, Jay. Yo, Sayori. Looks like you're in a good mood today. I'm just not used to you being in the club, that's all. I see. It's a pretty simple thing to get you in a good mood. I guess it's always simple things that us you anyway. Speaking of which, I'm kinda hungry. Will you come with me to buy a snack? No thanks. Eh? That's not like you at all. I have my reasons. Why don't you take a look closer on me? Why? Not all of a sudden. No reason really. I just want to look at it. Oh no, secretary is her point first. Fumbles at the latch and gets it open. Then she turns it upside down and its contents spill onto the desk. Only 2 small coins will help. I knew it. I can see right through you, Sayori. That's not fair. Did you even know? Simple. If you had enough money for the first place, you would have bought a snack before coming to the crab room. So either you're not hungry and want an excuse to take a walk, or you plan to conveniently forget that you spent all your money so that I would lend you some. There's one more thing. You're always hungry, and so that would only leaves the one option. I give up. Don't make me feel guilty. If you feel guilty, that means you deserve to feel guilty. Haha. Suddenly jiggles. I didn't notice she was listening in. Her face in her book as always. Wasn't listening or anything. I did this with something in my book. Yori. Tell Jay you're all some money. Don't get involved. Don't get me involved with that, Sayori. Besides, you should only buy what you can responsibly afford. Frankly, after putting mischievous little stunt like that, your suffering is fair enough retribution. Didn't mean that. That too absorbed into my book. I really like when you speak your mind here. It doesn't happen much, but it's one side of you. There's no way you could think that. You're right though. I did something bad and I have to accept the retribution. Still, coming from you, Siri, I guess there's a little devil inside and all of us isn't there. Don't let her fool you. She knows exactly what she's doing. After all, she told you guys she was bringing me to the club even before she told me. But you wouldn't have come if you weren't for cupcakes. So I had to trick Mitsuki into making them. Come on, give me more credit than that, Sayori. Eh? After, out of nowhere, something smacks you in the face and tumbles onto the bed. What? Ah! Ow. What was... Eh? A cookie. Sorry now if it was a jack. Cookie wrapped it in plastic. Sarah glances around. Is this a miracle? Because I paid my retribution. Actually, that one almost worked. I was just going to give it to you. But then I growled about the cupcakes. It was just totally worth seeing your reaction of Natsuki. That's so nice of you. I'm so happy. Sarah hugs the cookie. Jeez, just eat it. Anyway, practically tears open the and takes a big bite. So good. Oof. Sarah suddenly claps her hands over her mouth. I bit my tongue. They're going through a lot over just one cookie. Natsuki takes a bite of her own cookie. Yours looks really good too, Natsuki. Can I try it? Jeez, beggars can't be choosers. Oh, yours is chocolate. Yeah, why do you think I gave you that one? Fine. Still, I'm really happy that you shared this one with me. Tori gets out of her seat and goes behind Misuki and wraps her arms around her. Oh, jeez. I get it. I remember this. Cookie still in hand, Suki reaches up to nudge Sori off her. Sori suddenly down and takes a bite down. Yep, Misuki cookie. Hey! Did you seriously just do that? Mouthful, Sori cuts away to safety. Yori and I laugh as well. Geez, you're such a kid sometimes. Monica, can you tell Sayori, eh? Suki glances around. Monica is in the clover room. Hey, where's Monica anyway? Good question. Have any of you heard about her being late today? Not me. Yeah, neither. That's a bit unusual. I hope she's okay. Of course she's okay. She's probably just had something to do today. She's pretty popular after all. Yeah? You don't think she has a... I wouldn't be surprised. She's probably more desirable than all of us combined. That's true. Excuse me? Only the door swings open. Sorry, I'm super sorry. Ah, there you are. I didn't mean to be late. I hope you guys weren't worried or anything. Monica, she's the glove over her boyfriend after all. You're so strong-willed. But boyfriend? What on earth are you talking about? Monica quizzically glances at me. Never mind that. What held you up anyway? Well, my last period study today was study hall, sorry. As I kind of lost track of time. That makes no sense though. You would have heard the bell ring at least. You must not have heard it. But I was practicing piano. Piano? I wasn't aware you played music as well as Monica. Didn't really. I kind of just started recently. I always wanted to learn piano. That's so cool. Could you play something for us, Monica? Monica looks at me. Maybe once I'm a little bit better, I will. Yay! That sounds cool. I'd also look forward to it. Right? Is that so? In that case, I won't let you down, Jay. Monica smiles sweetly. I didn't mean any pressure by it. Don't worry. I've been practicing a lot recently. And I'd really love the chance to serve once I'm ready. I see. In that case, best of luck. Thanks. So, I didn't miss anything, did I? Not really. Choose to leave out Sayori's mischievous escapade. And sure, Mitsuki will end up complaining to her anyway. Everyone has already settled down. Sayori somehow already finished her entire cookie. Hiyori is back to her book, and Mitsuki disappeared into the closet. I'm really curious to talk to Hiyori a little bit more. At the same time, I would feel bad for distracting her from reading. I catch a glimpse of the cover of her book. It looks like the same book that she lent to me. More than that, she seems to be on the first few pages. Crap. I think she noticed me looking at her. She sneaks another glance at me and our eyes meet for a split second. That only makes her hide her face deeper in her book. Sorry, I was just spacing out. I mutter this, sensing I made her uncomfortable. Oh, it's fine. If I was focused, then I probably wouldn't have noticed in the first place. But I'm just reading a bit of this, so that's the book that you gave me, right? Mm-hmm. I wanted to reread some of it. Not for any particular reason. Just curious, how come you have two copies of the same book? Well, when I stopped at the bookstore yesterday... that's not what I meant. I mean, I just happened to buy two of them. I see. There's something fairly obvious here that Yuri isn't telling me, but I decided to let it go. Let it go! The cold never boiled Yuri anyway. I'll definitely start reading it soon. Oh dear. Once it starts to pick up, you might have a hard time putting it down. It's a very engaging and relatable story. Is that so? What's it about anyway? Well, Harry closes the book and scans your eyes over the book, like titled Portrait of Markov. That's the ominous. There's an ominous look in the eye symbol on the front of the cover. Alright. Just wanted to make sure I didn't have to give anything away. Basically, it's about this girl in high school who moves in with her long-lost sister. Younger sister, sorry. But as soon as she does, her life is really strange. She gets targeted by these people who escaped from a human experiment prison, and while her life is in danger, she needs to desperately choose who to trust. No matter what she does, she ends up destroying most of relationships, and her life starts to fall apart. That's kind of dark, isn't it? You already made it sound like it was going to be a nice story, so then a dark turn came from nowhere. Haha, Yori gently giggles all of a sudden. Are you not a fan of that sort of thing, Jay? No, it's not that. I mean, I can definitely enjoy those kinds of stories, so don't worry. I hope so. Yeah, I totally forgot that Yori's into these things. And those things. She's so shy and reclusive on the outside, but in her mind it seems completely different. It's just that those kinds of stories they challenge you to look at life from a strange new perspective. When horrible things happen, not just not because someone wants to be evil, because they have their own goals and their own philosophy that they believe in. And suddenly, when you thought you played it to the protagonist, they made out to be the naive one for letting their one-sided morals, therefore, interfere with the villain's plans. I'm rambling, aren't I? Not again. I'm sorry. Hey, don't apologize. I haven't lost interest or anything. Well, I guess it's alright then. But I feel like I should, not have this problem. When I let things like books and writing fill my thoughts, I kind of forget to pay attention to other people. So I'm sorry I end up saying something strange. If I end up saying something strange, sorry. Please stop me if I start talking too much. That's... I really don't think you need to worry. That's just you're passionate about reading. The least I can do is listen. It's a literature club after all. That's true. In fact, I might as well started reading it right. I'll get started reading it right. You don't have to. What are you saying? Just a moment ago you said you're looking forward to it. Let me just get the book. I quickly retrieved the book and I had put into my bag. Alright, it's fine if I sit here, right? I slipped into the next to Glorious. Yeah? Are you sure? You seem a little apprehensive. I'm sorry. Not that I didn't want you to. It's just something I'm not very used to. That is, reading in company with someone. I see. Well, just tell me if I end up distracting you or anything. Oh, alright. I open the book and start the flow roll. I soon understand that Yori means about reading in company. It's as if you feel presence over my shoulders as I read. It's not particularly a bad thing, maybe a little distracting, but the feeling is somewhat comforting. Yuri is in the corner of my eye. I realize that she's not actually looking at her own book. I glance over. It looks like she's reading from my book instead. Sorry. I was just... Yuri, you really apologize a lot, don't you? I do. I don't really mean to. Sorry, I mean... Here, this should work right. I slide my desk until up against Yuri's, and hold my book between the two of them. I suppose so. Her Tiffany closes her own copy. Once we each lean in a bit, our shoulders are almost touching. It feels like my left arm is in the way, so instead, I use my right hand to hold the book open. I guess that makes it kind of difficult to turn the page. Here. Yori takes her left arm and holds the left side of the book between her thumb and forefinger. I do the same with my right arm on the right side of the book. That way I turn the page and Yuri slides it under her thumb after it flips. But I'm holding it like this, we're huddled even closer than before. It actually is kind of distracting to me. as if I can feel the warmth of Yuri's face, and she's in the corner of my vision. Are you ready? Eh? You turn the page. Sorry. I think I get distracted for a second. I glance over at Yuri's face again, and our eyes meet. I don't know how I'll be able to keep up with her. But you're not used to reading, right? I don't mind being patient if it takes you a bit longer. It's probably the least I can do, since you've been so patient with me. Yeah, thanks. We continue reading. Yuri no longer asks me if I'm ready to turn the page. Instead, I just assume that she's finished the page for me, so I turn it by my resolution. Continue the first chapter in silence. Even so, turning each page feels like an exchange. I thumb gently, letting go of the page, letting it flutter over to her side as she catches it under her own thumb. Hey Yuri, this might be a silly thought, but the main character kind of reminds me of you a little bit. You think so? How does she? Well, I guess she's more blunt in a lot of ways, but she's also second-guesses all the things that she says and does. She's afraid she'll do something wrong. And it's not like I can see into your head or anything, but they're kind of reminiscent of some of your mannerisms. I see. He remains silent for a moment, but Jay, that's probably a terrible thing to have in common with her. That's embarrassing. You think that? Wait. I didn't mean in a bad way or anything. Sorry, I really didn't know you were so self-conscious about that sort of thing. I guess I more meant that's kind of cute. What are you saying all of a sudden? Okay, everyone. I think it's about time we share today's poems with each other. We might not have enough time if we wait too long. Yuri exhales, spared from finishing her thought. Is that alright, Yuri? You look kind of down. I'm sorry if you haven't been looking forward towards this. It's not. It's fine. It releases her hand from the book, causing it to close on top of my thumb. Alright, I guess I'll do some more reading tonight. Or would you prefer I only read it with you? I guess I don't have too much preference either way. In that case, I'll read a little more tonight. It'll be a little bit more fun to read with you after it picks up a bit, you know? That's good reasoning. In that case, feel free to finish the first two chapters in your own time. Alright, I stand up. I make a mental note where I left the book, then slip it back into my bag. Who should I have someone talking to first? I don't need Yuri, because Yuri was the one I talked to most. Let's see what you've written for today. Yuri stares at the poem with a surprised expression on her face. Do you like it? Yay. How did you pick up on this so quickly? Just yesterday I was telling you the kind of techniques worth practicing. Maybe that's why you didn't. A good job explaining. I really wanted to give it more imagery. Yuri visibly swallows. Even her hands appear sweaty. I'm not used to this. Used to what? I don't know. It's fine. Take your time. Yuri breathes and collects her thoughts. I know that Yuri likes to think she's before she speaks, so I offer patience to her. Yeah. Which we appreciate it like this, I guess. It's probably sounds stupid, really stupid, but seeing someone motivated by my writing just makes me really happy. Are you sure you never shared your writing before? Joey nods. Really, I don't believe it. I really only write for myself, and besides, people would just laugh at me. Do you really think that? Again, Yuri nods. Even your close friends? Yuri doesn't respond to that. I wonder why. Anyway, do you want to share the poem you wrote today? Yeah, I do. If it's with you. Oh, raccoon. It happened in the dead of night when I was slicing bread from a guilty snack. For a guilty snack. My attention was caught by the suffering of a raccoon outside my window. That was, I believe, the first time I noticed my strange tendencies as undergoing a human I gave the raccoon a piece of bread, subconscious, well aware of the consequences, well aware that the raccoon that is fed will always come back for more. The enticing beauty of my cutting knife was the symptom. The bread, my hungry curiosity, the raccoon, an urge. The moon increments its phase and reflects that much more light off of my cutting knife. The very same light that glistens in the eyes of the raccoon. Friend, I slice the bread, fresh and soft. The raccoon becomes excited. And perhaps I'm merely projecting my emotions onto the newly satisfied animal. The raccoon has taken to following me. You could say that we've got quite used to each other. The raccoon becomes hungry more and more frequently, so my bread is always handy. Every time I brandish my cutting knife, the raccoon shows me its excitement. A rush of blood, classic pardon conditioning. I slice the bread and I feed myself. Again, I was a little bit more daring with this one than yesterday. You can see that. It's a little more metaphorical. I don't know if it's my fault, but I can't begin to imagine what the poem is about. That's right, it's a bit closer to my preferred writing style. Using the poem as a canvas to express vivid, imaginary, and conveying emotions through them. Yeah, I take it at that face value, then I can't figure out what that's supposed to mean. Well, I think it's something that different people can relate to in their own way. I want to express the feelings for me to indulge in more unusual hobbies. It's those sort of things that I'm usually forced to keep to myself, though I sometimes enjoy writing about them. Why do you keep them to yourself? Because they're embarrassing and people would make fun of me. Don't you have anything like that, Jay? Well, yeah, I guess I do. I feel like everyone has a little something like that. The best we can do is respect each other and our individualities. Even if it's difficult sometimes, and some things make us uncomfortable. After all, if I hadn't learned to embrace my own weirdness, I would probably hate myself. I might be running a little bit now. Sorry. I'm glad that you're a good listener. Who should I show my poem to next? Let's go with Monica. Let's mix it up a bit. Hey, again, Jay. How's the writing going? Alright, I guess I'll take that as long as it's not swing back. I'm happy that you're applying yourself. Maybe soon you'll come with a masterpiece. I wouldn't count on that. You never know. Want to share what you wrote for today? Sure, here you go. Give my poem to Monica. Alright, great job, Jay. I was going, ooh, in my head while reading it. It's really metaphorical. I'm not sure why, but I didn't expect you to go for something so deep. I guess I underestimated you. It's the easiest for me to keep everyone's expectations low. That's why it always counts when I put in some effort. That's not very fair. Well, I guess it worked anyway. You know that Yori likes this kind of writing, right? An asshole. Symbolism. Unlike Sioria, he likes using simple and direct words to describe happiness and sadness. Yuri likes it when readers are left to derive their own meaning of it. It's very challenging to write like that, both allowing people to get something out just by feel. I'm deeply analyzed the new can see. It can take years of practice, which I'm assuming Yuri has at this point. I never really asked though. I'm sure nowhere near her level yet. Don't worry so much about that. You do your own thing. Just keep exploring and learn by trying new things. Anyway, you want to read my poem now? I like the way this one turned out, so I hope you do too. Alright, let's take a look. Save me. The colors, they won't stop. Bright, beautiful colors, flashing, expanding. piercing, red, blue, green, blue, an endless canopy of meaningless noise. The noise won't stop, violent, granting, horrifying, speaking, screeching, piercing, sighing, toy, going, tangent, like playing chalkboard on a turntable, like playing violin on a pizza crust. Endless poem of meaningless. Load me. Oh, load me. It's even more abstract than your last one, huh? I guess it's just the way I write. I'm sorry if you don't like it. No, I never said that. This is some kind of thing I've never really seen before, I guess. I kind of like playing with my space on paper, confusing where and how the space your words can totally change the mood of the poem. It's almost like magic. The way I wrote the lines really short makes it feel like they're trying to speak over the noise. I see. It's still hard for me to tell what it is about, though. Sometimes asking what a poem is about isn't the right question. A poem can be abstract as physical expression of some feeling or a conversation with the reader. So putting it that way, not every poem is about something anyway. Here's Monica. Writing tip of the day. Sometimes you'll find yourself facing a difficult decision. When that happens, don't forget to save your game. You never know when that will change your mind. Or something unexpected may happen. What is this even about writing? What are you even talking about? That's my advice for you. Thanks for listening. Seriously, are you know? Jay, I really like your poem. I can't believe you've been hiding these from me. Not hiding anything, but your poems are so good. Yesterday and this one too. You can't tell. You haven't done this before. I mean, you're really the only one who feels that way. So, no way. Not even Nisuki. Well, I guess Nisuki is at least likely to admit how much he likes something, but I don't think it's that. What do you mean? Well, I guess I'll be honest about it. It's a lot easier to write poems when I'm thinking about you. What? Stop thinking weird things, idiot. I just mean that you're a really expressive person, I guess. How am I supposed to write poems about my own stupid life, but you somehow make everything in your life an adventure? Even the little things, like cooking. Let's not talk about that. So yeah, I guess that what I'm saying is that I can feel more feelings from you than I thought I can through myself. We have that kind of weird connection. It's your fault for getting in my business all the time, I don't know if I understand, sigh. You never understand when I try to explain things to you, do you, Sue? Or I pat Sue head. Hey! I'm not a kid, you know. Are you sure about that? Maybe. Story starts fiddling with her pencil between her hands. Hey Jay, will you give me your poem? Kinda wanna keep it. Why? Because let's save it here, but because this is the end of this video for now, guys. So if you guys like the video, hit the like button, subscribe for more content, subscribe button, and don't forget to hit the notification bell to be notified when I make another video. Dr. J signing off.